Hi everyone, Jeb here with Earth and Turf. Today we've got a 100 SP top dresser, one of our older, faithful commercial units that's great for small landscaping crews all the way up to the full-size top dressing company. This machine here is a really good and well-made machine. It is important to keep after it maintenance-wise. You want to make sure that it's clean, lubricated, and in good condition from job to job and year to year for a long service life. First thing I'm going to recommend is going to be to clean the machine as a whole. Using a pressure washer is one of the best ways to do this. That'll allow you to pressure wash the outside of the machine, make sure you don't have a bunch of compost sticking or sand. And then really to get the inside of the belt, I'm going to recommend that you put your pressure washer in the cleanout ports and pressure wash all the way to the back as well as to the front. That's going to make sure that that material, sand and compost, doesn't collect inside the belt and pack around the roller, causing unnecessary wear. Once you're done cleaning with the pressure washer, we'll recommend a little bit of lubrication. This right here is a dry lubricant, which means that it's going to not attract more moisture or sticky material like compost. This is something that you could spray on the chains that run the brush itself. Inside of here is number 40 roller chain. You can access it this way by reaching around the shield or taking the shield off itself for better access. On this side, you'll have another shield that you can take off, clean and lubricate, and chains all the way in under. We do recommend that you keep those lubricated so that they move freely and don't rust with time. Once you're done with the exterior lubrication of the machine, we'd like to make sure you change the oil. Please refer to the owner's manual for any frequency or specific oil types, but we'll show you exactly where to drain right here. On the 100 SP, we offer the Honda GXV 390. That's an engine with a vertical shaft, phenomenal engine with a simple oil fill and dipstick and drain system. You can pull this plug to drain it whenever the time comes and fill it right here. We do recommend that you keep after your engine service to make sure it's in good condition. While we're in this position, I'll show you the grease points on these bearings. This is the conveyor belt itself. These are actually sealed bearings, so this fitting should only be greased a half a pump once a year. It could be more often depending on your usage, but we want to make sure that we don't over-grease these because it could press the seals out of the bearings. They are a low-speed, low-volume bearing, so you don't have to keep on top of those. Again, I recommend keeping it clean and making sure that you keep after that occasionally or as needed. Another frequent question we get is the transmission of the 100. This machine is made with a tough torque transmission that you can find in underneath the back of the spreader. This transmission has a reservoir where you can see the full and empty levels. I'd recommend to keep on top of that to make sure that it's not too empty. However, it does come pre-filled and should require very little service. While we're still at the back of the spreader, you can see right here 4 bolts that hold a shield. Behind this shield is the clutch that engages the belt and brush from the ground speed. That's going to be your engage and disengage mechanism for the spreader. It will tick in the reverse direction, which is totally normal. That's just the clutch ratcheting backwards. In the engage position, it should not be ticking. It'll typically be just moving along, moving the brush and the belt together in sync. All our machines are equipped with belt tensioner systems that can be used either to realign the belt if it's out of line, or they can be used to tighten the belt to get more traction for a heavy load if it's not moving. You can see with the play here that the belt is tight and won't need any adjustments for quite some time. If it tracks from one side to the other, you can tighten the side that it's tracking to by loosening this nut and tightening this bolt. Make sure when you do so that you re-tighten both the bolt and the nut to make sure that nothing moves when you're operating. When you're adjusting, you want to make sure that it's not skewing too far from one side to the other. I would recommend very few turns at a time, running the spreader just to make sure it's tracking true. As you can see, this is a pretty simple machine. There's not going to be a lot of maintenance. It's very straightforward with a transmission, Honda engine, and basic linkage that drives at the front of the machine. If you have any questions on any of our machines, we're happy to answer them either from a sales perspective or from a service perspective. Please feel free to give us a call with whatever questions you might have. Thanks very much and have a great day.